Becker about to launch a meme coin you can get in at 0. Token airdrops you can claim for absolutely free. Meme coins running to 9 figures multiple times per day. We have the anime token airdrop. We have Trump news. It has been a crazy week. This video is packed with alpha, so we're just going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Crypto Gorilla video. Hit that subscribe button. I'm not a financial advisor, okay? Do your own research. Let's jump right into it. So the first thing I want to cover is the most time sensitive, and that is going to be the Alex Becker meme coin, which has come up again. We were talking about it a couple months ago. It died down, but it's back. And now we have a launch location. We have an estimated date, and we have multiple opportunities where you can get in for absolutely free, 0 risk. You do not need to put up your own money. And the first opportunity to do that is going to be this weekend. So we have multiple tweets that we're going to recap. I will put them in the description down below so you can go read them for yourself. Maybe there's clues in here that I missed. But the first tweet talks about the first opportunity, which is going to be this weekend on Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, where Alex Becker is going to go live on Twitch. And if there's one thing I've learned about Becker with the previous hints that he gave, he's never on time. He's usually early. So I'm going to be ready 30 minutes, if not an hour before, for his Twitch stream to start. So what he mentioned is he's going to be dropping 11 room codes that are going to get you access to a one-on-one match with him in this game called Rivals of Aether. I assume it's Rivals of Aether 2 because that's the Twitter he links to. It is not a free game. I think this game is like $20-something on Steam, and it's basically like a Super Smash Brothers clone. Now in this next tweet, he mentions if you beat him in the match, you are going to win the cipher, which in his words is a large allocation that if his meme coin goes to 100 million FDV, the allocation from the cipher is going to be worth 6 figures. So that is massive for anybody who gets it. And he says if multiple people beat him, then the person who took the least damage is going to get the cipher, and the others, but only 8 of the 10, since there's 11 codes, one gets a cipher, and then 10 people are basically battling for 8 spots to get a mini allocation, which he says is going to be worth 5 figures if the token gets to 100 mil plus FDV, which in my opinion, it will very easily. We are seeing the most random coins go to 20, 30, 40 million, which we're going to take a look at in a second. So if you're good at Super Smash Brothers, now is possibly your time to shine. Now, if you're not, there's going to be other opportunities. He also mentions that he's going to be releasing a video this weekend, which is going to have a hint on when the token is going to drop, which in another tweet we're going to look at in a second is late February. And he also says he's going to be giving out 2 mini allocations, again, which are worth 5 figures according to him, on Twitter on Monday. So you're going to be following his YouTube channel for whenever he posts a video. You're going to want to follow this new channel that I didn't even know existed called Business Roids. Like, I'm sure he wants to funnel viewers into this channel and get a ton of subscribers. So it wouldn't shock me if he put hints or maybe even an allocation in one of these videos. And of course, you're going to want to follow him on Twitter because on Monday, he's going to have too many allocations and there's going to be a bunch more. Because on this other tweet where he does give us clues on when it's going to launch, he says, first of all, it's going to be launching with Meteora. So it's no longer on PumpFun, but we do know it is going to be launching on Solana. So if you win one of these competitions, you have to give him a Solana wallet. And he also says sometime in late February. So the meme coin is not going to be dropping until at least late February, if not March. He's going to drop an entry form on his Twitter out of nowhere. Now, if you see a form and it says to connect your wallet or to send money, that is a scam. So do not do it. He says there is going to be no wallet connect or no funds. He's not going to ask you send money here for a pre-sale. That is a scam. And even if it does come from his main account, he says he's been hacked, but he's basically going to be collecting a ton of wallet addresses. And then he's going to give out the tokens for absolutely free to whoever he thinks is cool. I don't know what that means. So there's a ton of opportunity here to get a meme coin that's gonna do really well, at least in my opinion, for absolutely free. So that's it for the Becker meme coin, but this week has been an absolute gold mine for trench warriors who are just playing PumpFun all day and trading meme coins, because literally every single day there are multiple tokens running to 8, if not 9 figures. Now, a lot of these are going to be hacks. There's still money to be made in hacks. You just have to be careful, and it becomes like a game of hot potato of who can get out before the token rugs. So the first one is NASDAQ CTO. As you can see, the account is suspended. This was a very smart hack. They basically hacked the NASDAQ account. They gave themselves like a badge and made it official. They posted a tweet and then they retweeted it from the NASDAQ account. So people thought it was real, because that's a lot of steps to go through. And the coin was called Stonks, and it went pretty high. It went to like 42, if not higher, but these are probably MEVs. So like 40 to 50 million. You could see it's still at 3.2 million. Like, I don't know who's still holding this thing. Maybe, I don't know, it gets CTO'd, but this was a very clever hack. The next one is on the John McAfee Twitter account. If you don't know him, like, he's actually the reason I started buying altcoins in 2017. He was posting a lot about tokens, and anything he posted did like a 20x. And he's also behind like the antivirus. He has a very long life story, super interesting and wild to say the least. But as you could see, he dropped a meme coin. The thing is, he's dead. So his account was clearly hacked, but it did well. It went all the way to almost 100 million and is still sitting at 25 million. Like, I don't know what degens are buying this, but again, you know, there's money to be made in hacks. Now, I also saw that Nairobi, the country, it's a country, right? The country, their main account was also hacked. It ran to like 7 million very quickly and then died. It was just a pump and dump. I actually made a 2x on this. So again, money to be made in hacks, but the real money this week was made in coins by like founders, or yeah, he's a founder. I don't know why I'm doing bunny ears. The first one we have is Russ. He is the founder of Vine, which he sold for 30 million, but his meme coin went to 400 million market cap. So after not posting since October 2023, he comes back out of nowhere to post a meme coin contract, and then he gives us this GIF to show us it's not fake, even though like I thought this was AI. And then after he made a video to say like, hey, it's not fake, and the token full sent. And I completely papered this. I was in, I think at like 13 million, and I even sold for a loss because I thought, okay, this thing's fake. I don't know. And I went to bed, and then it pumped. You can't win them all. And I don't know, he's bull posting his own token now, saying it's going to go to 1 billion. Like, I guess there's no more laws anymore. We're just allowed to just fully release meme coins and pump them with price predictions like this. I guess anything goes now that the president of the United States has launched his own meme coin. And then we also had the co-founder of PumpFun basically CTO, or like endorse a token that somebody just posted in his comments here. And same thing, this thing full sent. It's a 10-month-old token, and it went all the way above 200 mil, currently sitting at roughly 90 million market cap. So just a bunch of tokens, just to show you that there are so many opportunities to make money. Obviously, you can lose a ton of money, right? We saw some of these are hacks, they're pump and dumps, or if you bought the top of like this Alan coin, or Alon, I don't know how to say his name, or the top of the Vine coin, because that one is also down. It's currently at 164 mil from 400 mil. But if you get in early, if you're in the right groups, if you track the right wallets, if you use the right tools, there's a lot of opportunity to make money here and get significant multiples on your money. It is very risky, but there's a chance that you win. Now, I did see Captain Wise Bot caught this token at 20 mil. It was pumping really quick, so 20 mil is high already, but like I said, it went to 200 mil, so still a 10x from there. He also caught that token that was created off of a Peter Schiff tweet at 610K market cap, and this thing went all the way to roughly 20 million. So that's like a 30x if you saw this ping from his bot and you were able to get into the token. So I'm very excited for him to open this up to the public to be able to use. And if you want your shot at getting access to it, go on Twitter. I'll link it in the description down below, and follow Cap Tools. Moving on to NFTs / token drops, the Anime coin, which is by Azuki, finally went live. It was sitting at roughly $1 billion when it went live, currently at 788 million FDV. However, the NFTs are down anywhere from, as you can see here, the top 3 collections, I'll make it a little bit bigger, down 50 to 60%. And unfortunately, if you did claim the tokens, even if you sold at $1 billion, it was worth it to sell the NFTs in last night's pump to, I think it went to like 11 ETH, or a couple weeks ago when it was at 14, because I believe at the top for just holding an Azuki, so if you played the game and built up your creator score and all that, you got more money. But for those who just had one Azuki, I believe at the top, your airdrop was worth like 5.5 ETH, and the floor is down more than 5.5 ETH, not counting platform fees. Now, I know a lot of people are accumulating these for the long term because they think it's a good play. It's still like a very well-known NFT, even though they no longer have that token catalyst. I think another play is to try to catch NFTs that have not claimed yet. I saw this tweet where Saint managed to get a bid accepted and the elemental hadn't claimed its tokens yet. And this is a lot of tokens for an elemental. So I'm assuming this was some whale that had a very high collector score. And when you sell the NFT, the tokens go with it with that collector score. So it gets a very high amount of tokens. So some people are cooking on this stuff. If there's one on the floor, I assume you need a bot in order to snipe it, but maybe you get lucky and somebody accepts a bid and it has some tokens in it. Now, they also had partnered communities. There's a ton of them that received airdrops. It's small amounts, but you could still get like $100 depending on the price of anime if you hold any of these. So it is worth checking on the website, which I will link in the description down below. And maybe you have some free tokens waiting for you. Now, we are seeing the rotation happen into Doodles. You can see this nice pump here. They are back above 5 ETH when just this morning they were at, or yesterday morning by the time you watch this video, they were at roughly 4.3. And I'm assuming this is due to the fact that they are the next casino that everybody's going to be playing that are going to have their own token. There's multiple projects that are going to have tokens like Jirasan, but this is the next like main blue chip from the last cycle that has a token directly attached to the Doodles brand. Doodles also has amazing distribution with all their Web2 partnerships. And I've mentioned in like probably 10 videos now that I have Doodles, I have duplicators, and I have Genesis boxes, and I am playing this game for the token airdrop. Now, I don't know when their marketing is going to start. I'm assuming that they're waiting for anime to slow down. We also have Abstract launching next week since it's the last week of January. So Pudgy are going to be in the limelight. I'm assuming that Doodles are potentially going to wait until February to start their marketing. So in the meantime, maybe we do see these go back down to 4. And unless there's some like major disaster, or they say, hey, there's not going to be a token airdrop, we're just going to drop a token. Like to me, 4 would be the floor for these. And if they go back down to 4 or under, I'd be picking up more Doodles. Currently, I hold 3. Now, as for the upside, I do see them going back to at least 8, which they recently hit when they did that token is coming announcement. But 10 would be where I'm looking for these to go. And look, they can go higher just after seeing Azuki and Anime, where like they announced a token and so much time went by, the price did not go as high as I thought it would go. In my Discord, I had called it to go to 15 or 16, which they did hit 15. So my target was hit, but I thought, hey, maybe they can hit 20. And what happened when they hit 15, it was down only. They went down to 10. So I don't want that to happen to Doodles. So I don't want to get greedy holding on to an asset once it hit my price targets. So it's very possible they go to 25 ETH, but I'm not going to hold my breath and wait for them to go to 25 ETH. Now, we also saw Otherdeeds and Kodas catch a bid after Garga posted in, I believe this was in the Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord, basically saying that this year they're going to reward Bored Ape holders as well as Otherdeed holders, and they have something planned. So I'm guessing they're probably going to try to do a token for Otherdeeds. I know they have ApeCoin, but now they have Ape Chain. So what if they do a token for Otherdeeds powered by Ape Chain or on Ape Chain? And they're basically saying like, hey, regulation is loosening up. So I don't know, maybe they're going to try another token here, another liquidity event. And obviously we're going to see the ecosystem pump because they're probably all going to get airdrops, especially that Garga's saying like, hey, there's going to be rewards for our holders. Now, speaking of rewards, we have multiple airdrops this week. We have Jupiter that went live with their airdrop. You have 3 months to claim, so don't panic if you didn't claim it. I'll put a link for it in the description down below. Maybe you have free money waiting for you. I had multiple wallets that had $850 for absolutely free. So if you did, let me know in the comment section down below. And when you claim, be careful because the colored button, like in flashy green or whatever, is actually claim and stake. And that is going to be locked for a month. So if you just want to claim and dump, you have to click underneath and it's like not as easy to see. But maybe if you claim and stake, there's going to be additional rewards in, I don't know, a month or two, because they still do have that pool called carrots where they're going to be rewarding people. Now, another airdrop that happened was Orbiter. Complete disappointment. This was peanuts. Like, I've used Orbiter for maybe even years, but I want to say months. And my airdrop, I think, was worth $75. So complete joke, very big disappointment from Orbiter. We also have Kaito releasing the Yap launchpad called Kaito Connect. And basically you're going to be, if you have Yaps or if you have the Kaito NFT, you're going to be able to vote on the next 3 projects that are going to be added to the Yap leaderboard, which is actually very valuable for these projects because everybody's tweeting about them trying to get Yap. So you're able to get a ton more visibility for your project if you're included in this list. And I imagine that this is going to count towards an airdrop for those who are participating and voting. If there is a token airdrop, I'm not sure they've actually confirmed that there is going to be one, but people are getting more and more bullish on the Kaito token if it comes out in the future. So I'm going to be participating in this. I'm going to be voting. As you can see, it's going live in 12 hours. So by the time you watch this video, it is going to be live, and we're going to have 7 days to vote on the next 3 projects that are going to be added to the list. And with this update, we saw a crazy sweep on the Kaito AI NFTs, all the way almost to 10 ETH by one whale. He spent like $300,000 sweeping these up. So a shame, a week ago, and I even had some of these because I was bidding into them, but I flipped them. These were under 5. I think I got one under 5. So if I just held it, I could have had a 2x, but you can't win them all. Now, continuing on the AI path, KIP Protocol has once again partnered with another company, here with iGroup, which is a company involved in education and research technology. And they are going to be integrating KIP's decentralized AI framework. And this is exactly what I've been talking about of what KIP is doing. They are making these partnerships with governments. They are making partnerships with universities, and they're getting them to actually use the technology that they're building. I know there's a ton of projects just saying, hey, we've partnered with this, we've partnered with that. And it's like short-term pumps on the chart, but they are working on making long-lasting, long-term partnerships that are actually going to help them succeed. So they're essentially planting the roots in the foundation with governments, with universities, with companies. So this is why I'm so bullish on what KIP Protocol is doing, what Julian is doing, and the rest of the team. Now, we also saw Avalanche partner with HardwAIre, which is going to grant projects building in the AI space on Avalanche access to a $100 million ecosystem fund. But since it's HardwAIre, they have a ton of GPUs, so projects are also going to get access to this, and it's going to allow them to scale much faster than they would without this, because this stuff is expensive. So they're going to get access to funding. They're going to get access to the GPUs. And this is amazing for startups because they don't have as much money. But even a startup that has raised millions of dollars, like, they don't want to be burning all of their money on processing power. So if they have access to this, they're going to be able to put that money to good use elsewhere, right? On hiring developers or whatever it is. So combine that with the fact that it is now insanely cheap to build on AVAX after the launch of Avalanche 9000. This is going to help them attract a ton more builders. Now, this video is getting quite long, so let's just do some quick fire stuff. We first have Daos.Fun introducing vesting and unlocks for the party round. And like, they clearly did this after the backlash they got from AICC, where a few people made millions of dollars, even though like they weren't even allowed to sell, but people still went on a witch hunt out of jealousy. So now Daos.Fun is going to be introducing this. The next hype one to launch on Daos.Fun is, of course, Partners. I did see they now have a subber where you're able to enter raffles, so definitely check that out. Link in the description down below. As for Daos.World, the next project launching is HardwAIre, spelled like AI in the word hardware. They just released this tweet discussing their whitelist, and you had to fill out a form, which is now closed. I had linked that in a previous video, so if you signed up, definitely check out this thread, again in the description down below. We also have Pump Science replying to this project. They also follow it, so I'm assuming this is going to be the next launch on Pump Science. If you were involved or if you saw the first two, these ran to, I believe the first one went to 100 mil, the second one went to like 240 mil, currently still sitting at 10 million market cap. So now that they're launching the next one, and it's been quite a long time, this one does have the potential to do well. The way it works is they launch them on PumpFun, and everybody was tracking the deployer. It was getting sniped for the next ones to launch. There was a hack, so there was a third one that launched, but people were sniping it and stuff. But since there was that hack, I imagine it's going to be a new deployer, so hopefully nobody's able to snipe it. And if you just follow the Twitter, if you follow the PumpFun Twitter, or the Pump Science Twitter, hopefully you're able to get into it early. Next, we have Mintify announcing that their Mint token is going to be launching on Solana. We have the God token launching on January 24th, which is actually today, and they're going to be launching on Hyperliquid. I talked about this airdrop many times with the Valhalla Foundation platform, so hopefully you ranked pretty high. I think I'm like 208th on the list, so hopefully I get a nice airdrop out of this. We also have Goat Gaming, who are going to be doing a sale for their AI agents, which are also going to have like token unlocks. They kind of act like nodes. But the biggest news stories of the week have been all around Trump and his new presidency, all the things that he's going to be doing. Everybody's waiting for him to launch the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. We have him speaking at Davos here, saying that the United States is going to be the world leader in artificial intelligence and crypto. He also signed executive orders for both AI and crypto. The stuff he's saying is super bullish. I know people are getting impatient here, waiting for him to sign the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, but based on his actions, it is clear that they have a genuine interest in just pumping crypto and buying crypto from the US Treasury. We also have I guess it's his son's fund, the World Liberty Financial, buying Bitcoin, but even more, buying hundreds of millions of dollars of ETH. So I'm not panicking. I'm just being patient here. And I feel it's inevitable. They're just taking the appropriate steps to get this done. So super bullish. I'll talk about that more next week because this video is going on quite long. And I think on Monday, I'll probably talk about all the stuff that they announced this week. We also have the FOMC meeting coming up on the 29th. That is going to be a super important meeting to find out what's happening with the Fed balance sheet. Are they going to start printing? Are they going to start buying stuff up? Basically, is global liquidity going to go up, and are they going to pump our bags? So this video is very long, a ton of information. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want me to split up these videos into smaller videos, but there's a lot of time sensitive info here, or time relevant stuff that like I just need to get it all out in one video. I can't just talk about the Becker Memecoin on Monday when all this stuff happened over the weekend. And then, you know, anime happened this week too, so I can't talk about that next week either. So it's kind of, I try to jam it all into one video, but I know it could be a lot to take in. Let me know in the description down below what you think. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching another Crypto Gorilla video. Peace.